Action.
Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Motivation Monday, episode 76. I'm here with my man, Tim Doyle, the legend out here in Spain, Marbella. Tim, tell us how it is out here. How'd you find yourself out here?
Yeah, we've been here about 2 years and it's pretty cool. You can climb mountains one day and you can spend the day in Nikki Beach in the afternoon. So really, days are magical.
It ain't too bad out here. What a life, eh?
Well, you're experiencing it for 5 days, so...
Yeah. I love it, and I really appreciate you having us out. Thank you so much. Me and Sammy are having a blast out here. It's such a good time and a good experience and amazing people. Tim, give the people a little bit of background about what you do and how you got into business and started making businesses.
Well, I like your videos. I see them every Monday, and it's all about motivation. And
Yeah.
I decided I wanted to set up my own contract cleaning company.
Yeah.
So I put a piece of MDF in my third bedroom in my house. I had a huge mortgage and a big overdraft, but I just had to go and do it.
Yeah.
I got a little Rolodex that's got postcards in it, and they had names and addresses of customers, and I just sat there all day phoning. Hard-ass phoning.
Wow. So I'm sure you took a lot of risks along the way. You know, there's always a lot of trials and tribulations on the road to success when you're climbing the mountain, which is, I mean, we're on a mountain. It's beautiful. But what would you say was one of your biggest setbacks that maybe at the time felt really terrible, but ended up being a blessing in disguise, so they say?
I think I've always sold a company and found a good way of selling a company. I've already sold them probably before they go absolutely meteoric.
Yeah.
Because I always think money in the bank is better than a bit of a disappointment if it doesn't work. I've had 4 or 5 just in the process of selling one at the moment. But it's all really about motivating the people who work in the business. That's what it's about. The business
Right.
is have to have motivated people who are incentivized for the company to do well.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. In order for the business to do well, the people within it need to have a strong base and be really motivated to be successful and to really want to work towards achieving the goals of the company.
Yeah, you have to incentivize them, you have to motivate them, and you have to make it a really nice working environment for them to work in. They work hard, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong,
Yeah.
they earn their buck, but you know, I think most of them who have worked with me, some of them being my business partners, really appreciate what I add, but also I really appreciate what they add.
Right. What do you think is the biggest motivator for you, like from the beginning till now and in between? What do you find is a constant source of motivation for you?
Creating the teams. I love creating teams who work really well together, motivate each other. The team's the key thing. If you don't work as a team, forget it, you're no one.
Right. It makes so much sense. And like, I have that sports background, and it's the same thing. You know, you could have a bunch of good individuals, but if you don't work and mesh together as a team, you're never gonna truly be successful and reach the pinnacle of what you really could be, of your true potential. Tim, one more question I want to ask you before we get out of here, because I know we're tired. It's been a long day on this mountain here.
It's a long way down.
Gains.
If you could go back and, you know, give yourself a little piece of advice coming up, you know, when you're starting your first business out of your house there in the basement, what kind of words of advice would you give yourself to help you on the journey from then till now?
You just got to work hard. For the first 2 years, I worked probably 15, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for 2 years, no holiday. You got to put the foundations in. The foundations. The better the foundations, the higher the skyscraper.
Amazing. So true. I think a lot of people, maybe they're working hard, but they need to work a little bit smarter. But you have to always come back to that. Are you investing your time in the right places? Are you just working all week and then going to the weekend and partying when you could be doing something else and adding value in a different way, kind of thing?
Oh, I know lots of people who work really, really hard, but they don't work smart.
Right.
So they work really hard for the rest of their lives, which is fine. Everyone needs people who work really hard. Every business needs people who work really hard.
Yeah.
But to get the edge, you've got to be smart.
Amazing. Tim, thank you so much for having us and bringing us here to enjoy this view. It was an awesome Motivation Monday, and we look forward to getting onto that beach now.
Brilliant, thank you. I'm really looking forward to getting back down. You giving me a piggyback?
Yeah, let's go. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it, man. A lot of people sleeping in this world, It's time to wake them up. Thanks a lot to Tim for doing this with us today, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Oh, he had to be in it somewhere.
You gotta join. You didn't say La Concha because you forgot that.
Oh shit.
No, but you can.
You
put
say La
that on.
Concha.
We're at La Concha.
La Concha.
La Concha.
Gains.
Gaines.